Good morning, everybody. How you doing this morning? I'm glad that you could jump on my wood. Today's going to be a hard, throbbing show. We're going to penetrate some major topics. I think I'm out of dick jokes already. Anyways, as always, I thank you all for joining. First of all, I'll make a couple of announcements, then I'll introduce the people, and then we'll get to talking some shit. What is today? Today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Fan Friday show, as always. Next week, we've already got a few guests lined up. I know that, who do we got next week? Oh, shit, I don't even know who we got next week. There we go. On the 7th, we've got Anna Hart. She's coming back. On the 8th, we've got Soda. And on the 6th, I booked somebody, but I forgot who it was. I got to go back and look. And the rest of the week, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. If you are a Patreon of mine, please check your patronage to see if it hasn't got declined. Patreon's they've switched their banks to the UK or something, and a lot of people here in America are getting declined. So please check and see if you've been declined. I think there's a couple of folks that's got declined on mine. And okay, thank you very much for that. And now on to as always, at the end of the show, we'll take questions and we'll also take tips and stuff like that and read your messages. So let's go on and introduce the people. Joining us today is the beautiful, lovely, sexy Kyrish, who I mess up her name on the
Hello. Again.
I spell her name wrong every time for some reason. I'm an idiot.
People do that.
You don't give a dude from Mississippi a keyboard and expect him to do things correctly. It just don't happen.
You're excused.
Words, man. They're too big for us down here in Mississippi. Even 3-letter words like it.
It. I think you get that one wrong too.
Yeah, no, that was. Anyways, we're also joined by a first time here on the Morning Wood. He's the first time he sat on my wood and got on my wood. I hope he enjoys it. I hope he likes the ride, the throbbing. Wait a minute. Anyways, go anyway. It's Fire Ronin. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Hey, man. And we're also joined by, of course, always my lovely little Australian faggot, Red Eye.
Good morning, everybody.
Red Eye doesn't seem as up. Have you had your coffee yet?
Nah, Red Eye's got a fucking horrible toothache.
Oh, that's
do what I do and just pop them out.
No, it's the wisdom tooth, so that ain't happening. This thing's, I'll need surgery to remove it. Not looking forward to it.
Oh, if I was there, I could remove it for you. But anyways, I'm joking. I know what the problem is with this tooth. Too much dick bouncing up against it.
Oh no, can't help myself.
Yeah. So, Ronin, do I call you Ronin? Do I call you by your real name? What is that?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I'll call you lovely little vagina boy. It doesn't matter to him, so I'll call him lovely little vagina boy.
Whatever.
So anyways, let's talk about you for a moment because like I said, for the people who don't know, I actually met him at VidCon, talked to him a couple of times. Seemed like a really cool dude, and I've seen him on Twitter and around and stuff, and I wanted to get to know him better. Tell us about your channel.
It started out as a trolling channel, and I decided I wanted to kind of branch off, so I'm doing a mix between trolling videos and comedy stuff.
So by trolling, you mean what?
Like trolling in video games.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was doing a mix. I was trolling in video games, and I was trolling on different websites. There's a website called Meet Me.
Yeah.
And they used to have a question thing where you could send mass questions out to people, and I would ask really odd questions to fuck with people, and they would give me really bizarre answers back.
So what's the most bizarre question you've asked and the most bizarre answer you've gotten?
Will you lick my titties? And the answer was directly from Meet Me that they might suspend my account.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that sounds fun. So, yeah, dude, what's the name of your channel?
Just Fire Ronin. It's if you go by the link, it's Fire Ronin, because Fire Ronin was taken, even though there's never been a channel with that name.
Yeah. Okay. That's weird, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's like when I created well, I've had the name Pimpmunk for years. Like I had it on since 2010, I started using the name on other sites. And then when I finally came over to YouTube, it was like Pimpmunk's already been taken. So I run over around, start searching YouTube, and I find it's some dude who's got some chipmunks. It's basically musical chipmunks is all it is. And I'm like, okay. Anyways, but yeah. So Red Eye, how's your day going?
Not bad at all. Just been playing lots of 7 Days to Die and shooting zombies in the face.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing to do.
It's good fun.
You know what I was thinking? Okay, I watched it the other day for the first time in many, many years. I want them to remake Maximum Overdrive, the movie.
I just watched that the other day.
Yeah, I want them to remake it because I think with today's technology, that would be a bad fucking movie. That would be awesome. Oh yeah, it's the only Stephen King novel that he actually directed the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
The only one I've seen was the one with the birds, and I've never read any of the books.
The birds. That wasn't Stephen King.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
That was Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh shit. Disregard.
Which Birds is one of my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movies, by the way. I love Alfred. Hitchcock's a fucking genius, dude. Oh, dude, I would suck his little chunky dick. He was terrific. But anyways, yeah, I wish they would remake that movie. I really do. Emilio Estevez is the one that stars in Maximum Overdrive, by the way. Basically, if you don't know what it's about, I'll tell you Kyrish, because you're German. We'll forgive you. It's about machines coming to life. Like trucks and like diesel.
Like Transformers.
Well, no, not really. It's like diesel. Well, kind of, I guess, but they're not talking or anything like that. They're just killing people.
Oh. What's that? What's that one with the car that kind of talks?
Oh, that's Christine. No, are you talking about Christine?
Could be.
Yeah, that's a Stephen King novel, but she didn't talk. She just killed people too.
Oh. So
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know which one you're talking about talking. Maybe Knight Rider. That was a show.
Yeah, but Knight Rider, the car didn't kill anybody. That was like the sidekick kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, Kit was a good car.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Christine was a cunt.
Christine.
Seriously, I love that movie too. I love to me, horror movies, just like comedy movies, are way better if you watch them back like from early 90s down.
Yeah.
They're not good these days. They suck.
I don't really watch horror movies because I get scared so easily.
Really? Yeah. I've never been a horror fan, but I do like Stephen King, and I loved Alfred Hitchcock, which I don't know if you consider Alfred Hitchcock horror. That's more of thriller.
It's a thriller. Yeah, even thrillers I'm not so big on because it freaks me out so bad.
Yeah.
My imagination is way too active for that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
So what's your genre, dude?
Thought. Shit. I go for a comedy a lot of the time. I was on a horror kick for a while. Probably the biggest collection I have, though, is Kung Fu movies.
Kung Fu? There you go. Yeah. So like old school Kung Fu?
It was a bunch of random stuff. A lot of it's old school, some of it's newer. My stepdad got rid of a whole box of Kung Fu movies. Okay. And they just left it on the doorstep.
Red Eye
200 movies.
Red Eye really digs Smurf porn.
Yeah. It's an acquired taste.
What turns you on about the Smurfs, Red
Eye? The fact that when you squash them, they're still blue.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Did they have chocolate buttholes, by the way?
Gotta have those.
I'm too old. My eyes are gone. I always forget my glasses when I go Smurf fucking.
Oh yeah. I had to bring up chocolate buttholes for her just once.
That's a new idea. Make the chocolate buttholes and then put blue sprinkles on it and call it Smurf hole.
Smurf hole.
Just the soft. Just put a bit of soft scented gooey stuff in there and dye it blue.
We're gonna make so much money with this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
or end up in prison. One of the two.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty legal. I mean, they're already being sold. They're just not ours yet.
True. Anyways, moving on from the chocolate Smurf ass. Today is the most dangerous day in America to drive. You want to? Yeah, there's more deaths been on this day in America on the highways, and it's because this day is the most traveled day because of most people go on vacation for some reason around this time of the year, and there's a lot of people going on vacation on August 2nd. They go on the road and people die.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up, man.
I live in a tourist town. There's
You do. You live in a tourist state.
Well, tourist state, but like especially the area that I'm in, we have a lot of snowbirds and just a shit ton of tourists. And summer is usually not our high tourist season because it's so fucking hot.
Yeah. Now she lives in Florida, by the way. So do you live around a bunch of old Jewish rich people, retired?
No.
Because I find old Jewish people to be the most entertaining people on the planet.
Really? There's the most people who are old here are either retired here or they're like old locals, and the locals are fun to talk to. They're fucked up in the head, but they're fun to talk to because they're crazy as shit. You can tell.
Yeah. I gotta correct something.
How their brain has been boiled down over the years and there's not much left there.
Yeah, she is adorable, but that isn't how you spell her name. I spelt it wrong. Sorry. The Crackling Crow says Kyrish is adorable. That's how I fucked up her name, by the way. I will change it when we end the stream. I am so sorry about doing that.
There is no I in there. It's just Kyrish.
Yeah, I'm a handicap. I tell you, I swear to God, I am.
It's okay.
It's just that what it is when I think about females. I get really nervous.
I could totally tell.
And I misspell things.
I met you. You were so nervous. You were just making all those dirty jokes all the time.
Yeah. I was so shy.
Yeah. Shy and quiet and very introverted.
Yeah, never spoke or said anything.
I'm sick as fuck, by the way. So just if I jump up and run out, I'm probably going to go to throw up or something, just so you're warned.
Oh, that's fine. That's you're pregnant. You're pregnant.
I wish.
You should just do what Pimp does and just black the screen out, grab the bucket, and let everybody hear what's happening. Just don't show them.
I do that. I do. It's like when I want to blow my nose, I'll black the screen out, but I'll blow the fuck out of my nose right into the mic where everybody can hear it.
It's my favorite part of the show. It's like I just cherish those moments where Pimp blows his nose live on there and we can just hear it.
That's disgusting. But that's also why my boobs are so shiny today, because I got that vapor rub on there.
Shiny boobs? Wow.
I just felt like I had to say that. It's not, I didn't shine them up for the show. It's just because
you sat there for half an hour with the buff and polisher just slowly buffing away at the chest.
See,
so you got that nice bling boobies, we'll call them now.
Yeah. Here's the deal. You can tell the two old perverts started going making noises when you said that. The young guys over there are like, okay, just boobs, man.
and apparently the girls in chat noticed. Raising girls.
Yeah.
I
know that girls will always notice shit like that about other girls. That's kind of why I wanted to say it. It's like I'm not
well,
trying.
I promise you, I noticed it. I just didn't want to be rude and say, hey, you got some shiny tits today. But I noticed it.
All right. Yeah. Well, there's Vic. I don't know how you pronounce it. Vic Vapor Rub or whatever.
Vic Vapor Rub. Yeah. You need some. What you need is some pimp rub.
Oh,
That's basically me rubbing your titties. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'll pass.
wow.
God damn you. Anyways,
Shot down in flames.
talking about VidCon earlier, we did mention VidCon, and I have talked to most of the people I've met at VidCon on the show. But what was your biggest and most fun part about VidCon, Ronin?
Hush. Oh man. So I don't know if you heard about me, Bunty, and Nerd City going on our weird adventure. Okay. So one of our friends had to get rushed off to get their pass upgraded. What was that called? Featured creator.
Oh yeah.
But there's only like 4 hours left of the event,
Oh,
so we got taken to the Hyatt, and we ended up just kind of sitting there at the Hyatt, and like it's just a bunch of big YouTubers walking around casually because they don't have to worry about people ambushing them or anything like that. We just kind of sat there and had drinks and stuff for pretty much what was the remainder of the event. I thought that was pretty interesting because it's not something I was expecting. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, that's cool. That's good. The Hyatt, okay. The Wyndham,
the Hyatt's blocked off. You're not allowed to go in there if you weren't a featured creator or invited guest.
Yeah, our industry.
Yeah, they had SUVs with like a big YouTube logo on the side of the window,
which is kind of weird because the first year I went to VidCon, they let anybody go in, and the second year they did the industry only and what you're talking about. And I was actually industry that year, so I got to go in there. But this year I went as creator, and I didn't really give a shit because honestly the convention itself sucked, but it was the outside of the convention and the nightlife, the parties and stuff. That was what was fun, and the networking that way. But I mean, going to me, honestly, the workshops and shit like that, they just say shit that I already know.
Yeah, I went to a couple of the panels and they're pretty boring. I didn't go to any more after that. I just didn't really feel like sitting around for an hour.
And I also feel like I've also feel like that VidCon kind of is doing what YouTube is doing. Like past VidCons I went to, the creator floor was pretty awesome. It really was. It was awesome. But this year it was like, it wasn't, I don't know. It was like they were worried about more industry stuff than they were creator stuff.
Did you even go to any of the panels?
I went to one. Actually, I went to two, actually. But I accidentally walked into one. It was all about feminism and stuff. And I looked around. It was all women's. And I was like, oh, something's up here. And I was getting like ugly stares and stuff. So I just walked out.
Who was there at the feminism panel this year?
I don't even know. I didn't know none of those chicks was up there talking.
Because last year, that was the one where Joey Sally got escorted out of, right? Because he pissed Arnita Sarkeesian off.
Yeah. And that was when she called Bunty human garbage or something like that.
Was it Bunty? I thought it was Sargon.
Yeah,
Sargon.
I remember. Did I say Bunty? I meant Sargon.
Yeah. It was a fun panel to watch. I was all the way in the back, and I think I was live streaming part of it. It was funny.
Yeah, I wasn't there last year. I went to 2 years prior. I skipped last year I went to San Francisco instead. But it's a lot of shit happened the last year I didn't go to. But it's crazy. Nina Sarkeesian's a crazy bitch. She cussed out Boogie in the back, and Boogie's just a big lovable fucker anyway. But she's
now it's fuck because it seems like everyone's cussing out Boogie.
Yeah, a lot of people. Boogie's pissing people off lately.
Yeah. I don't think he cares anymore. He just doesn't give a shit.
He's edgy now. Boogie's trying to be edgy now.
I think Boogie is just finding himself right now.
Yeah.
It's just
he's kind of on his own now. He's kind of doing his own thing. So
I mean, it's a very new life for him too, with losing weight and like all those girls throwing themselves at him and everything. So I can understand that it takes a while to adjust to that and like find the new line to walk there. And obviously he's going to lose
attention
people.
He's never really gotten before.
But newsflash for Boogie, it's not because he's lost the weight. It's because he's divorced now. See, if Boogie hadn't been married, they would always throw pussy at him because he's fucking rich.
Well, it's not just the divorce; it's also just like the way he presents himself and the way he carries himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly everybody's thinking, oh, it's because he lost weight. It's really not, in my opinion.
No,
It's because he's divorced.
I mean, it all goes hand in hand. It all goes together, right?
Yeah,
like a perfect storm.
Perfect storm. I like Boogie personally. I do. I've met Boogie a couple times, talked to him a couple times. He's a nice guy. I like him. I have no issues with him. The only issues I ever have with Boogie is like he apologizes too much. He says something and then as soon as there's any kind of backlash, he immediately apologizes for it. I don't like that. I'm not saying it's bad that he does it. I know he's trying to save face, but honestly, stick with your guns, man.
I feel like that's the part he's trying to figure out right now because, I mean,
the more he apologizes, the more they're going to keep coming after him.
Exactly. Because they know they can.
Yeah.
They know they can because they know they're going to get it. Because, see, people like that gratification of someone apologizing because they bitched and moaned. They love that feeling that, oh, I conquered him. Well, I'm the type of motherfucker, I don't fuck you. I ain't saying I'm sorry. Only way I'm going to say I'm sorry if I really feel that I'm wrong. I'm not going to say I'm sorry because of pressure.
Right.
Because I would have said I'm sorry a billion times because, like, I've made all kind of dead baby jokes and rape jokes and African American jokes, and people get all like, and people get pissed. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. I never say the N-word ever. But if I say it in a joke, I'm not going to apologize for it. We should stop apologizing for being funny.
I mean, I would apologize. Sometimes you accidentally take a joke too far and hurt someone personally. Mm-hmm. But if it's just like a general joke about, I don't know, whatever, rape, dead babies.
Here's the deal with humor. It's going to hurt someone personally. Every joke is going to offend someone. And
I mean, like if you're bantering and you make a joke that is really targeted at one person and, it just, for some reason.
Yeah. Like no one loves Red because he's adopted.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta step back and be like, oh, fine, I'm sorry, did I take that too far? But then hopefully the other person realizes it was a joke and it wasn't ill intended. It was just in the spur of the moment.
Yeah, the only joke I've ever made where I instantly felt bad about was about Red. I instantly felt bad. I made a joke about nobody loved him and he was adopted and all that shit. And as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I went too far.
But oops.
I really enjoyed that whole experience because it was like the look of regret halfway through saying it. It's like, and it was the best bit is just like, well, I swear you had a quick conversation with yourself. I said, well, I'm committed to this shit now. It's like, this is going to be a fucking train wreck, but it's like, it's too late. This car has already launched itself off the cliff and I'm kind of gravity's taken effect at this time and I'm fucking in for penny, in for pound. Whee!
That's exactly how it happened.
I know. I was witness that. I watched the look on your face as you were saying it. Just as you spoke the last bit of the sentence, the look on your face was like, I've gone too far. It was just like, oh, that was glorious. So, yeah.
You know what else I'm pissed off about? YouTube. I'm now officially, I think 10 days past the 90-day suspension. So I'm been suspended.
I was going to ask about that. Aren't you supposed to have your channel back?
Yeah, this is my secondary channel, by the way, Ronin. This is not my. I was flagged and suspended for 90 days. Now it has been 100 days.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, so
had to get the 3 digits.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have my channel back last week. So it's exactly 90 days. Tomorrow will be 90 days. So.
I'm nervous about that because I don't have any backup.
I mean, 100 days.
Right now. I was with my network for 5 years, and then they dropped me because of that whole new policy with YouTube.
Yep. That was the one reason I was on a network. A lot of people said, don't be on a network. But I was on a network because they did stick up for me a couple of times. But now that whole new policy thing, they drop me too. So.
Hmm.
Nobody likes me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Except for
tomorrow
your
though.
Patreons. I can't
Yeah.
pay you anymore.
Yeah, and they can't even pay now because Patreon hates me. But Patreon. But tomorrow will be 100 days. 100. So they need to get their shit together, you two, where I can get back on my main channel.
And
I don't
you
like
know
it.
what? The next suspension better be fucking 80 days.
Yeah.
They better take a 10-day discount off the fucking next one, the fuckers. You hear that?
Yeah, you say next one like it's for sure gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. It's like the demonetization fairy is orbiting this fucking show as we speak. She's up there like a C-130 with that fucking big gun just waiting for me to say something and go, a boom. Thanks for the money, bitches. And then she'll
like
fly off.
chocolate anuses.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I don't think that triggers us. You got to mention something about, misgendering
Dead
someone. Oh,
babies.
shit. If I misgendered someone, I'd probably be up shit creek and the demonetization fairy would take me out with that fucking big, what is it, a 110 millimeter fucking howitzer hanging out of a C-130.
What if I say
That's
what if I say Bruce Jenner is not a woman?
Well, you see, that'd be accurate because Bruce Jenner wasn't a woman.
Oh, what's her name now? I forget.
Well, that'll do it. Demonetization fairy doesn't like it.
I could tell a dead baby joke. Why did dead baby cross the road? Because it was stapled to the chicken. That's so stupid. I got another joke for you. I have to tell this joke every show because it annoys Red. Do you know what the squid said to the bagpipes? I'd fuck you if you take off those pajamas.
Tell the other one.
Oh, this is the dumbest one ever. You know what one lizard said to the other lizard? Hi, other lizard. Anyways.
That's the best one.
It is, isn't it?
I created it's fucking Groundhog Day.
I told that joke at a funeral because everybody was sitting around sad, and
shit.
Yeah, because somebody fucking died. They ruined the people's day. But anyways, I told that to lighten the mood, and everybody just busted out laughing because it was so dumb. It just broke the tension, you know. So it was actually a good thing, yeah. But I got a bunch of stupid fucking jokes.
Goddamn lizard in the chat, and it's talking to you right now.
I'm
kind of freaked. There's a lizard in the chat. It's Lethan Lizard said, "Hi, other lizard."
That's my buddy.
I'm kind of freaking out. Freaking out, man.
What are we doing?
It's like your joke is now sentient and it's living in the chat. It's like, what the fuck?
So how big's your dick, Ronin?
Do I have to go first?
On a scale from here to here.
Here.
Just say
hold
stop.
on. No, we got to
From
put it
here
in a
to here,
scale.
I'll say it's here.
Put it in a scale that the viewers can understand. Is it between pimp size or is it between Tommy from the Bronx size? Because they're the two extremes. It's like Tommy from the Bronx is also known as Cockthulu. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, not everybody knows who Tommy is, though. So she doesn't know Tommy. Tommy's a friend of ours, friend of mine, and he's got a big dick. I, on the other hand, do not. I have mine looks like a pinky finger having a seizure when it starts to get erect. It's very funky. It looks like a half-eaten gummy worm. It's sad, dude. I have to hold my breath for it to pop out the belly.
But it erupts like a fucking geyser.
Yeah, I have 3 testicles, so I explode with sperms.
I'm still waiting for proof on that.
I'll show you.
I'll try.
The way you said that, I'll show you.
Hold on, all I'll say is bring a rubber glove to the next meetup.
Yeah. Wink. Did you know? Okay, it's National Coloring Book Day, so a lot of kids and retards are happy.
So this is the day most people die in traffic, but it's also National Coloring Book Day.
Yeah,
what are they coloring?
Maybe that's connected.
Car accidents. They're coloring car accidents.
Put the coloring books down when you're driving, people.
That's the reason. That's the reason people are having crashes. Yeah, that is weird, though. something happy. Do you like to color? I'm like a fucking child. I still like to color. I'll get a coloring book. Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
fun.
I'm just very impatient.
You're impatient. Me too.
I'm impatient.
Yeah, I'm impatient, so I always color out of the lines. I'm a retard. But I always like to give coloring books to retards. It's fun to watch them go to town on that thing. But anyway, that's so mean. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You apologize. Now they're not going to stop coming after you.
Yeah.
So, my God, Rice Gum goes down the street, finds a homeless person. He starts to make it rain 20s on him. And it's like Pimp goes into town, finds retarded people and throws coloring books and pencils at them.
That could be a nice video. Why did you do that?
Oh, shit. Yeah, make it rain coloured pencils into their face and see if you can stab one with their eye.
In the background, though.
Speaking of making videos, I think someone has stole my camcorder.
Camcorder.
Yeah, my camera that I shoot my videos with. It's gone.
Camcorder.
It's gone.
It's 90s language.
You got to inject your brother with a GPS tracker so you can just when he's in the state, an alarm goes off and you can just basically lock everything in a fucking foot locker and sit on it so nothing gets pinched ever again.
Yeah, well, this is fucked. I guess it's like I said. I thought I just misplaced it, but it's nowhere to be found.
You might want to check on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It pisses me off. But
nothing else. You got nothing else missing, is there? Like your mum?
No,
hasn't noticed anything.
Nothing else is gone. I've already asked them, and I've looked around. Nothing gone. Like I said, I honestly, and I could have just missed because I thought it was hidden. I thought I put it in the closet before VidCon. I didn't take it to VidCon with me. I put it in the closet, and I thought, and now it's gone. Because I'm very bad about misplacing shit.
Maybe it came out of the closet.
It came out of the closet. Yeah, it's a gay camera. It's like, yeah, let's shoot some video. But so, Rita, you got something to read for me about the Pope?
Oh, yes. Apparently, the Pope's reforming the church yet again because he is a man of God, and apparently he's God's 2IC on planet Earth. So the Roman Catholic Church has formally changed its teachings to declare the death penalty inadmissible in all circumstances. So as from now, Christian doctrine does not approve of the death penalty, period. There's no death, not cool at all, no matter what. So the Vatican has changed its universal, Jesus, what's his catechism? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Catechism, a summary of church teaching to reflect Pope Francis's total opposition to capital punishment. The new teaching says the previous policy is outdated, that there are other ways to protect the common good, and the church should instead commit itself to working towards ending capital punishment. And apparently this has been a work in progress. The last couple of popes have been gradually pulling back from the death penalty. Sadly, Turkey has just announced this week, their president, that they could move to reinstate the death penalty in that country, which they had abolished in 2004 as a part of its bid to join the European Union. So
does it really matter though? Isn't in like most countries state and religion separated anyways?
Supposed to be.
It is, but it is. Well, it's supposed to be, but in America, it's definitely the line's been blurred to the point of you hear a lot of the congressmen going on about their Christian beliefs and shit. So
America is all kinds of fucked up when it comes to politics. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
So
it's
basically I've just found this bit. Pope Francis announced his intention to change church teaching on capital punishment last October when he marked the 25th anniversary of the publication of the Catechism. And if I'm mispronouncing that, please forgive me, by announcing his intention to Catechism. Okay. Thank you, boss.
Yeah.
Right. Amnesty International is very happy and said this is an important step forward. And yeah, so it's basically leading on from what was the other pope from the 80s who started to back the church away from the death penalty. So the key points of the article, it says the death penalty is still in use in the US and several countries in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. And but the death penalty has been abolished in most of Europe and South America. So
it's not going to happen here much because of a Christian evangelistic style. Well, most of the evangelistic style religions do not believe Catholics are Christians anyway.
But I mean, which states have the death penalty left?
Oh, Mississippi has it, but they don't really use it much.
Florida has it, right?
Texas has an express lane.
There's an interesting thing that's happening in the States right now, and it's kind of fucking up the states that do have the death penalty. It's all the companies that produce the drugs that are used in the cocktails to kill prisoners have turned around and said to all the corrections facilities and the prisons and the place that do the executions, we're blackballing you. We're not selling you these drugs anymore. No. And they're having a goddamn hard time getting the drugs, and they're trying to come up with new cocktails that'll pass muster so it won't be considered a cruel and unusual death. But it's kind of difficult. So they might have to go back to shooting people in the fucking head again or something, because I don't think hanging had passed muster anymore, and the electric chair's been proven to be a very cruel and unusual punishment. So
what about decapitation?
Yeah, I was going to ask y'all here in a minute about a question, but I just want to say this here about when it comes to the death penalty. And me, see, for a long time, I was a very hardcore supporter of the death penalty. I really was. And I'll tell you right now, I still would be if our system wasn't so flawed.
Mm-hmm.
Our system is too flawed to have the death penalty, and that is the only reason I do not support the death penalty, because there's been too many people, innocent people, in prison for 20, 30 years. So there's been people that's been killed that was innocent. So I do not support it for that reason alone. But I don't have a problem with the death penalty.
Yeah, I second that.
I mean, I don't have an issue with someone, them killing someone who killed 3 kids. I don't have a problem with it, but I do have a problem with it now because of the system itself. So I don't support the system at all, and I do not support death penalty at all now because of that. But my question was, if you were on the death penalty and they gave you to, you could choose your death, how would you die? Start with you, Kyrish.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, just something that makes you fall asleep, I guess. Makes you feel good a little bit before you go, I guess.
What about you, Ronin?
I'd want to go like Coliseum style, where they pit me up against someone or something that I have to fight for my life.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Against another death penalty guy. Yeah, there you go. What about you, Red?
I want to go in style. I want to get really high on some booger sugar and then head down to Cape Canaveral, where they'd be launching, I don't know, the Falcon 9 Heavy. And I'd just stroll on down to right underneath that booster, put on my favorite song on my headphones and start dancing around and have the camera fucking close in on me and just have the countdown, and I'd just go, I'd cease to exist in a fucking instant, and it would be epic.
I don't want to be butt raped to death by a stable of camels.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Wait, I've changed my mind. I want to go to North Korea, and I want to be put in the middle of a field, and I want them to shoot mortars at me like I'm a North Korean officer. That's how I want to go.
What if they don't hit you? What if you only get some shrapnel and then you lie there bleeding? You have to wait for 5 more until it actually hits you.
They launch several mortars first and then go and put you right where they're landing, and then the next one lands on your fucking head. Don't worry about that. But
we're talking about North Korea, though. You know how bad they are at aiming, right?
I would agree with Leaping Lizard, though. Death by whiskey would probably be the best death. Just drink yourself to fucking death.
I could do that.
Take me to Cape Canaveral, God damn it. I'm going out in style under a Falcon 9 Heavy.
I still want to be right by
if you do, make sure to visit.
I want a giant camel cock. A camel cock.
A what?
A giant camel cock camel into me.
That's fucked up.
Right.
Fucked up.
Yeah, I like them Rammelcocks. Anyway,
What if it was a donkey? What if they were out of camels and they only had donkeys, and that's the
cool
best
with
they can offer?
I'm cool with a donkey.
You're cool with
The
that?
boss would be cool.
I would say,
The boss is
come
okay
in
with
me,
donkey
donkey.
horse.
Come in me, donkey. Come in me, donkey. I would say that a lot.
What about goats? Apparently, goats have been popular in certain places on the planet this week.
No, why'd you have to
But they
bring
would kill
Bunty in this?
you.
Why'd you have to bring Bunty in this?
I didn't say goat dad. I just said goat. Don't try and set me up to get in trouble with goat dad. No way. Don't make goat dad sad. How dare
Getting
you?
a fucking hot flash here. Stop.
And they're shiny too. Jesus Christ, I'm blind. Ah.
And in Bunty's case, he's a goat that would ride a camel.
Yeah.
Did you see in the news this week? There was a bunch of guys that raped a goat to death.
Oh
They always do that. Well, not to death, but the rape.
They fucking got in the news and they caught the guys
They
apparently.
always do
They
that.
did.
Where the fuck you from?
Haven't you seen all that drone footage of guys raping fucking goats in the Middle East?
No.
She said
She
that's
just
just
looks
like a
up
regular
the
Saturday. That's just a regular Sunday in her house.
Here's
I'm
the
gonna check
thing.
out my daily drone footage for the day.
I can
Google
honestly
it. There's so much footage of goats getting fucked.
No, I refuse. And this is one thing I can honestly say when I've done a porn search. I've never typed in drone footage of dudes fucking a goat until it's dead.
I've seen it in a war movie first, and I couldn't believe it. And then my friend, who's a veteran, was like, "Yeah, I've seen it in real life." I'm like, "No,
Wow.
what the fuck? No."
I have never Google searched it, but I bet I do now. I'm just saying. After the show, that I got something to do. Yeah.
Jesus
She
Christ.
said while she's pouring milk into her tea.
Yeah, I just like the way she said it. They do that all the time. That's just a regular Saturday morning over here. It's fucking goat. That is bad though. Fucking a goat to death. You know, here's my thing about bestiality. Everybody always says it's wrong. Animals can't give you permission. They can't give consent. Well, do they give consent when you kill that motherfucker and throw it on a plate?
I'm hungry now.
Me too. So what I say is, fuck your food before you eat it.
Like that.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody fuck his chicken burger or something? What was that?
Oh yeah, the freaking chicken sandwich from
Oh yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah.
He posted a video online of it.
That sounds like something people in Florida would do.
Oh my
Pretty
god!
sure that was Kanye, because Kanye posted a big love fest thing about fucking Macca's, and next thing you know, that video pops up, and it's just like, I'm pretty sure that's Kanye West's penis in that fucking big that chicken burger.
I felt so nervous buying a chicken sandwich from McDonald's. I was like, they're thinking something about me while I'm buying this.
Just imagine his ex saw that video and was like, I recognize that dick. I know who that is.
Oh, God.
I recognize that chicken sandwich.
Imagine if you're at McDonald's and you order a chicken sandwich and like the lady orders it, and then just like he's on an elevator, he just slowly rises up with a big cheeky smile on his face. He says, "You're gonna hang out with that sandwich?" It's like, oh fuck.
Is it weird? It makes me really, really hungry to talk about that.
You weird.
Usually I have breakfast when I get back from work, but this morning I went to the beach instead for a walk, and then I kind of lost track of the time, and I got back home and was like, oh fuck, I gotta get ready for the show. So I didn't have breakfast yet. I'm just hungry.
Okay. I could just imagine her sitting there watching these weird ass goat fucking videos while eating a chicken sandwich that somebody just had sex with. But anyways, it's just...
that's interesting.
It's
like watching Game of Thrones, one of the torture scenes. You're just eating your food at that moment. Like,
am I the only person? Okay, I know Red Eye hasn't seen it, but you guys, I don't know about you, Ronan. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I love it. I can't fucking wait for the next season. I'm listening to the audiobooks.
I wonder if I'm the only person that got turned on to the scene where they were walking her down the street saying, shame, shame, shame.
I was too distracted just checking out her body, you know, like girls do to other girls, and be like,
Yeah, she's got a
"Gee,
great
what does
body.
it look like? Yeah, how far down are the boobs? Does the butt jiggle?" You know, I was
And, you know,
kind of busy doing that.
And then she's like in her, I mean, I don't know how old she is, but I would imagine she's close to 50 years old, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And
But you don't know if she didn't have like a body double or something.
Well, yes, a body double.
I don't know. I didn't look it up, but
I heard the German there when you said double instead of double.
I'm sorry.
Nay! Nay!
Nay!
Say something in German for me.
Was soll ich denn sagen?
I don't have no idea what she said, but my dick got hard.
What do you want me to say?
My penis wiggled. Anyways,
Ooh.
no, I'm joking. It didn't. It's dead. I'm old. I'm old. That's somebody's like, I have to beat it to death.
Get yourself some Viagra.
Yeah. I need to. I live in America, though. Medications are expensive.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, oh yeah. No, Game of Thrones is awesome. I think now I know my buddy Galen, who's in the chat room, will probably start bitching. It wasn't good after season 4, but I still liked it.
I mean, I felt like the last season they really just delivered everything that we wanted. Yeah. Pretty much every episode was like, oh, this needed to happen for us to be satisfied in the end, and for the last season to be like the big throwdown season.
That's because season 8's going to break everyone's hearts.
Honestly, I hope so. If it doesn't, I'm going to be slightly disappointed. If it just delivers everything that we want, yeah, everybody like turns out happy in the end, then it's not Game of Thrones. They gotta make us hope for a happy ending and then fucking rip our hearts to shreds.
Yeah. Well, I guess my favorite new show, and it ain't new, but I fucking love it. It's called Billions. It's on Showtime.
Billions.
Oh my god, this show is so fucking good.
Is that on Netflix or?
No, it's a Showtime show.
Oh.
And it's I got it on. I got Showtime on Prime, on Amazon Prime. And
okay, then I have that too. No, wait.
Yeah, you can
get it or no?
It's an extra channel you have to pay for. Yeah, you have to pay for it. But I got it like a free month of it, and so I'm watching all the shows. It's like right now I'm watching Homeland for the first time. That's a badass show, too. But my favorite show of all time is Sons of Anarchy.
I really like that one. I haven't finished it. I still have to go back to it because that is included on Amazon Prime, and for the longest time that was the only subscription that I had, and then somebody gave me their Netflix, so I kind of had to watch everything that's on Netflix first. Yeah. I'm done with that. Now somebody gave me their Hulu, so I'm gonna raid Hulu next and see what's good there, and then I'm gonna go back to the shit that I have anyways included on Prime, because you never know when people will take their password away again. You know, I gotta take advantage of that.
Now Netflix does their shit right. Their originals, most of them are fucking fantastic. The only one I haven't liked was the Iron Fist shit. That show sucked. But in my opinion,
he's really bad at English accent too. So
yeah.
He whispered.
Yeah, I just really didn't care for that show. But now the Punisher, they did that shit correct. I mean, they did that good, in my opinion.
Did I say American or English accent? I think I said English, even though I'm an American.
You said English.
Yeah, I'm an American.
It's American. American. That's its own language, American.
Yeah.
But yeah, Netflix does their shit right. But I'm really into like shows and stuff. But Game of Thrones is good. I like Westworld. That shit's good.
Westworld is really good. Black Mirror is really good. Stranger Things, I love that.
Black Mirror is awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. I've just watched it's a 10-part series from Japan, and it's called Smoking, and it's about 4 homeless guys, and they're assassins, and the way they confirm their kills is rather unique. They get the target of the assassination and abduct them, and then skin them and remove their full back tattoos, and then take it to the person who paid for the hit and show them the tattoo as proof of the kill. And it's just fucking awesome. There's a couple of scenes where you just see guys getting their skin peeled off their back, like scalpel and all. It's incredibly fucking sadistic and a real hardcore Japanese, like it's
That's
It's
like
brilliant.
a legit Yakuza thing, right? They really do that.
I don't know if it's a legit thing. This is fully dramatized, and the way it's said is it's not the Yakuza. They talk about a gang they don't mention the Yakuza, but there's a gang and who's working for a big corporation, and one of the guys used to be a doctor, and he was the gang doctor. If you got shot when you were doing a job, the doctor would come and fix you up and get you out of there and patch you up on the spot. And he eventually got sick of it, and he's the guy that's become the Flayer, and he's got 3 other guys, ex fighter from the MMA and an ex cop, and this poor kid that he found at one of the crime scenes that he was sent to patch up one of the gangsters. And it's just this story and it just gets fucking crazy, and a lot of people fucking die horribly. There's a bit of cannibalism in it. It's just like, but yeah, if you like Japanese crazy dramas, Smoking, 10-part series on Netflix now, fucking epic.
I'm gonna have to start taking notes over here because I need something new to watch soon.
That sounds good. It sounds really good.
And it is subtitles, so if you don't like subtitles, it's not for you. But I am so used to them now.
Oh, is it in Japanese?
Yeah, it's in Japanese, so it's like if you want to learn to speak too, it's probably a good show to watch because they use the Flayer's like an old famous Japanese actor, and he plays a really good part. Like speaks like an old wise samurai kind of thing. It's like fucking epic. And the whole premise is that they don't go after innocent people. They only go after the fucking bad guys. So they only do hits on criminals. They don't touch women and they don't touch kids. And yeah, the whole thing is he says to the guys, I'm going to remove your human skin and I'm going to fucking expose the demon beneath. And he just starts cutting into them and shit. And they all start going, yeah, it's crazy good.
Sounds dope. I used to speak Japanese like 13 years ago. Haven't used it since, I don't know. But that might be a nice way to get back into it.
I don't mind subtitles, so I'll watch it.
I like subtitles.
I did one year of Japanese at school. What was it? Basute ikimashita.
Daisuki?
So, I might have something about the bus. Where do I catch the bus? I've got no idea. It's 30 years ago.
I would just have to start using it again.
I say I can speak Japanese, sumo, and sushi.
And how this? Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, and fuck, what was? There's one more. There's good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah. Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, and I forget the other. Anyway,
I used to shut the fuck up, Red Eye in Japanese.
Red Eye son, shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Sounds accurate.
You have brought great shame on your family. Shut up, Red Eye.
I'm looking for talking about Netflix though. I'm looking forward to the new House of Cards because I want to see how they do it without him, without Kevin Spacey. It's gonna be. I think Robin Wright. Sorry, not Robin Penn. I don't think she's Robin Wright Penn no more. I think she's just Robin Wright now. I think she can do it. She's the one that played his wife on the show, and I think she can actually do it. And then I think the way they ended the last season before he even got fired, it can work into that. So I'm looking forward to it to see how it goes. If you've never watched it, dude, watch it. House of Cards is awesome. Kevin Spacey's got that issue about touching younger dudes or something. I don't know. But I can separate the man from his art. I can do that. It's like,
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix, House of Cards. It's original Netflix. It was I think it was an original. I think UK's got a version. I think Japan's got a version, actually, I think. And then, but this is the American version. It's very good. It's awesome. Also, if you want to watch a great show, it may be on Netflix. I don't know, but Shameless.
Yeah, they got the first 4 or 5 seasons on Netflix.
Okay.
Like the original seasons.
I say watch both versions. Though, watch the UK version and the American version. Both versions are very good. I think that Shameless is one of the few American shows that actually got, when they take an idea from another country, they actually got it right. The other one I can think off the top of my head that they really did it well was The Office. The Office American and UK version are awesome.
I don't like The Office.
Oh my God.
It makes me so angry when I watch it.
Woman, what's wrong with you?
It's well done. It's super, super well done. I totally understand everybody who likes it. It makes me so angry when I watch it.
I like it. I like Parks and Recreation too. That was a good show. Now,
Never
the show
watched
that I never watched, and everybody's like, I can't believe you didn't watch it, was Community. I never watched Community. I
haven't seen that either.
I've heard good things about it, but I've never watched it.
I just started watching Friends for the first time, like actually consciously watching it. I remember watching it as a kid, but in German translation, and like a lot of the jokes don't really transfer to German, and I didn't really understand either because I was too young. And then I watched How I Met Your Mother when that came out. I watched, I think, pretty much. I didn't watch the last season.
Yeah, I never got into that show.
All my friends liked it, and like every time we hung out, we just watched it. So I've seen pretty much all of that.
Yeah.
And now that I started watching Friends, I am like flabbergasted by how similar it is and how many jokes they stole, and that there are actually episodes. They took the whole fucking episode from Friends and remade it. And How I Met Your Mother. I had no fucking ideas.
I've heard that before as well. Yeah, I've heard that they stole a lot from Friends. But I just got one thing to say to you. I'll be there for you.
I hate that Netflix always skips the fucking intro, and I don't know how to not make it skip the intro.
There's an on-running joke about that show that they live in this big city. They live like in the middle of New York or whatever, and there's not a single there's nobody but white people that live there. And you don't really notice it while watching it until someone points out. You're like, there hasn't been anybody but white people in this show.
So you said it's paradise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just making a JF joke.
You better backpedal that joke real quick and apologize for it before they boogie you.
Yeah, for the boogie me. Yeah, that'd be boogie me.
Can you hear that sound overhead? That's the demonetization fairy.
Okay, my shit's already demonetized, so fuck them. But anyways, that might be the reason they ain't giving me my channel back.
Capn, you're German. Yeah, I'm German as fuck. Born and grown. Came to the States 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, she's German. And every now and again, she's got a very good, her accent, but every now and again you'll hear it, like when she said boogie.
I got 1.5 years left till citizenship. 1.5 years.
Yeah, we recently lost Barbara.
Yeah.
That's sad. I'm sad about that.
So fucked up. She still hasn't gotten the results, right? She just had to leave because she doesn't know.
Yeah, she had to leave. But people were pissing her off, though, because everybody was offering to marry her. And she was like, leave me the fuck alone.
I might have done it, just to stay here.
She's pretty awesome. She's awesome, though, and I think she'll be back.
I'm pretty sure she'll be back one way or another.
Yeah, she's awesome. Your chest is really shiny.
I'm sorry. Now it's sweat too because it's fucking hot in here. I'm sorry. I have a fever too, and I'm drinking hot tea. And I turned the AC off because it's really loud.
You're gonna have swamp crotch in a little bit.
Oh, already there.
I tell you what, I was riding a bus for a long trip one time, right? 3-day trip on a bus, and I got swamp balls. And it was like really sweaty. So I took powder and poured them in there. And then when I got to the fucking place where I could change clothes, it was just like clunky powder, just like little, like little knots of fucking just clay.
That's disgusting.
It is.
I could have told you that was gonna happen. Never pour powder. No.
It was clumps of powder. I should have dried it off, then powdered it. But it was just clumps of powder on my balls.
Great. I sweat a lot in my crotch and my ass crack too. Everywhere where like skin rubs on skin, under boob sweat it's a thing. And I have these pants. They're like a light purple yoga pants. And when I wear those to the gym, they get dark when they get wet.
But here's the deal. Why is it okay? It's just the way it is. Any guy, fat, skinny guy, or any guy, they sweat, it's disgusting. But when a chick sweats, it's fucking hot.
I don't know. When a hot guy sweats, it's hot. When a fat guy sweats,
No.
it's not. I don't know.
What if you're a hot fat guy? I'm a hot fat guy, but I know any guy who sweats is nasty. It's just disgusting looking.
It really depends. If I really like a guy, I actually like the way his sweat smells.
You like to smell? Oh, so you like to see? You don't hear that much, but actually, we're attracted to smell anyway.
Yeah,
that's what we are. You don't hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I like the way you smell," but you hear guys say that about females, but you don't hear females say that much about guys. But it's just the way it is. We're attracted to pheromones.
Smells is a really, really big thing. I'm pretty sure that I've fallen in love with men just because of the way they smell.
Yeah, and women are not as physical as well. I mean, I've talked about this before, but like women are physical at first. Women look at dudes at first about their physical looks, but they get over that shit pretty fast.
Yeah.
Men don't. We steadily think about how they look, but women are looking like I've had women look at me. Oh, yeah, I'm not attracted to. He's a big fat dude, but once they get to talking to me, opinions stuff, then they're attracted. Women are more about opinions and humor and. The way
they're treated.
Yeah, the way that they're only physical for a short time. That's my experience anyway.
Well, I feel like a basic physical attraction has to be there. If a guy, really. I remember at the end when me and my ex-fiance, when things weren't going well anymore, and at the end I was just really not in love with him anymore. For the last half year, I couldn't stand his smell anymore either. Like every time I smelled it, it was like, get the fuck out of here, you stink.
Yeah, you get to where you dislike everything about a person. The way they fucking eat and
anything.
Shit.
Oh fuck, I hated that. I was yelling at him all the time. Dude, this guy drove me fucking nuts in the end. He could just enter a room and I would be so pissed off.
No.
Yeah.
Luna, by the way, Luna agrees with you about something. Luna agrees with everybody about everything. So I love now. That's my home girl. She's actually very beautiful too. She's very cool people. But anyways, my ex-wife, dude, I would sit there and watch her eat, and I'm like, I wish you'd die on that fucking sandwich. She never did.
Was it a chicken sandwich?
It was a masturbated chicken sandwich.
Did it have a sausage hidden in it?
It was mine.
Yeah. Just imagine she like bit into that.
That's why it's small. It used to be a big dick. Now it's a little dick because she bit it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
James Baldwin is trending on Twitter. Why? Oh, James Baldwin was an amazing dude, man. If you don't know about James Baldwin, check him out.
I know about him. Where am I going? Twitter.
He was a black guy, civil rights dude back in the day, but he was one that wasn't all about bashing white people. He was an absolutely great fucking speaker. My buddy Galen could tell you a lot more about Baldwin than I could, but I guess today was it today? He was born today. Okay, that's why he's trendy. Mm-hmm. It was his birthday, but he was an amazing dude. He said some. Here's one of his quotes. I see it right here. I guess it is by him. I imagine one of the reasons people cling to their hates so stubbornly is because they sense once hate is gone, they will be forced to deal with pain. James Baldwin. That's a great quote. And that is true too. That is true. I think that's the way we do with, we're scared to deal with, the pain of things. So we hate it. And, we don't want to face reality and shit. So we act like we hate it.
Denial.
Yeah. Denial is a motherfucker. Yeah. Red Eye is gay and he denies that.
Yes, it's because I'm just heterosexually challenged. We've discussed this before. I'm not actually gay. I'm just heterosexually challenged.
Heterosexually challenged.
Yeah.
I'm skinny challenged. Actually, though, by the way, I haven't. I did start my diet back yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, no bread, sugar. I'm back on the low carb thing. A lot of people may not know this, but at one time in my life, I weighed 600 pounds, or close to 600 pounds, and then I lost way down to under 260 pounds. I was at one time. Well, then I started getting bone spurs on my legs, and I stopped exercising. I can't. It's not an excuse, by the way. I don't use it as an excuse because I did stick with the diet for a long time, but then eventually I just got stupid, and then I gained about 100 pounds back. So I'm trying to, at least get back to where I was when I lost my most weight, and then go from there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Are you doing like a detox thing, like a carb detox? Or
no, I'm not doing the whole keto thing. I'm just doing the, just staying off breads and sugars. See, I lose weight fast too. And so I used to be a very athletic guy. I used to play football back in the day, and I was very athletic. And then I was the shit that I do in life. I was a bouncer stuff. I was very active, and then I just let myself go, just depression and bullshit, And then, but now I'm trying to get back on there. I'm 40 years old. I want to live longer. So,
nice.
yeah. And so I'm doing, and it's not nothing like I'm trying to it's not going to be my main focus in life. Cause that's what why I believe a lot of people get off the diet, because that's all they focus on.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Just make it a part of your life. Don't make it your life.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. So I'm trying, and I'm a big old fat dude, but, I can lose it pretty quick, and a lot of it's fluid, a lot of it's water weight, because I have health issues, so I get a lot of fluid. Like in a week, I'll look a lot slimmer because I'll drop a lot of water off. I'm fluid.
Nice.
So yeah. But yeah, so I'm back on the diet thing. Hopefully, I stick with it. My willpower sometimes is shaky, but we'll see.
It's just you got to make it a lifestyle and a habit, and just
I think the California trip set me back. I was eating nothing but restaurants and stuff.
Same.
Yeah, well, we all did.
It fucked me up so bad. I'm still eating crap so much.
Yeah.
And now that I'm sick, I'm one of those people who eats food to comfort themselves. I was really stressed out the last week. Now I'm sick, so chocolate sounds very good right now. I actually made myself this gigantic German feast yesterday. I made turkey roast and knödel, which is like a bread dumpling kind of thing with red cabbage and gravy and roasted on. Oh my god, it was so good. I still have something left over. I'm excited to eat that later.
I'm at VidCon about 3:30 in the goddamn morning. I was sitting in a fucking Denny's by myself, just shoving goddamn food down my fucking throat.
At least you didn't do what Solid Shipe did. He put his straw in his egg yolk and drank his yolk.
Oh yeah, you just put some pictures of that.
I was sitting across from him like, really, dude? Are you really doing that right now? Like, yeah. That was also at like 3 a.m.
But yeah, there's some good places to eat around there too in VidCon.
I don't know. We mostly went to IHOP and Denny's.
Yeah. We did. Yeah, we all went to IHOP the second morning of VidCon. Yeah. Yeah.
First morning for me.
Yeah. Yes, right. You just got there. No.
Yeah, the first night, the day I got there, I went out with you guys. We got completely fucking trashed, and then the next morning was the morning we went to IHOP with Chris and
that was okay. You're right. It was the first morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that night before we got so fucking wasted. Oh god, dude, it was Barbara's fault.
It was. I'm just hoping I will never get that drunk again in my life.
we were fucking wasted, man. We had a whole bar sing Bon Jovi with us.
That was amazing. It was so much fun.
Everybody stood up and was singing fucking Bon Jovi music. It was fucking awesome. I met a couple from England. I hugged his wife, and then I looked at him and I said, I'm sorry. He said, no, hug her, dude. She loves you. I was like, okay.
All the love.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun night. Had a lot of fun the whole trip. Met a lot of cool people, you know.
Yeah,
and
same.
and the one good thing that came out, it was like we kind of sparked up a friendship with me and Jeff Holiday. And see, I had a misconception about the dude. I really did. I didn't like him, and I didn't like him before the whole docs thing came up. You know, I didn't like him, but me and him talked, and you got to give people a chance. And even if people mess up, you got to give them a chance to redeem themselves. So
he's a very intense guy. I feel like you gotta either you like him or you hate him.
Yeah. The first thing he did to me was walk up to me and hand me a ceramic pickle and said, "Here, drink tequila from my pickle."
Oh, I remember that pickle. I remember that tequila too. Shit.
Yeah. So I drank from his pickle.
We all did.
Yes, we all did. Dude, I'm thinking about that hangover the next day. Right now, my stomach's starting to turn. It was so bad. It was such a horrible. And Kyrish tickled the shit out of me. All she wanted was a Bloody Mary, and that's all I heard the whole morning. I want my Bloody Mary. I need my Bloody Mary.
It's the one remedy for a hangover, Bloody Mary. Nothing else. When you're like that hungover, nothing else helps. I couldn't even really eat my food at IHOP. It was so painful.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. And that's the first time I ever met Armored Skeptic, too. And I heard him say, "Pimp's a gentleman." You wouldn't expect that from his videos.
Oh, he's right.
He's so much taller in person.
Yeah,
he's so tall.
He's
very
pretty tall. He's all right. June. Oh, she's so fucking hot as fuck. Dude, that butt. I talk about her butt all the time. But
why not about her boobs? Her boobs are amazing too.
Yeah, they're amazing. But you could put a glass of water on that ass and not spill a drop.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just amazing. I'd rest in that thing. I'd just take a nap inside her ass. Okay. But anyways, I went too far.
Maybe we should get her in on the whole chocolate anus mold thing.
I'd eat that chocolate.
Are you okay?
Anyways, you gotta say something.
I'm getting hot flashes again.
No, I didn't do it.
Anyways, are you smoking meth again?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay. But somebody said the best remedy for hangover is to stay drunk. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, it's actually to smoke meth, which...
Oh.
I used to have this little concoction that somebody used to make for me. I thought it was hot sauce. It didn't do shit, but we thought it did. But now as I get older, I'm like, that didn't do a damn thing. It had hot sauce, egg, and all kinds of shit in it. It was weird, but
just drink a beer in the morning and then.
I don't get a hangover unless I drink beer.
Yeah, Bloody Marys. Yeah, see, beer gives me serious hangovers too. I'm a bourbon guy, so
for me it's the sweet drinks, like sweet sugary drinks, sweet like champagne, sweet wines, cocktails, anything sweet really fucks me up.
Yeah, cock and my tail fucks me up too. But
I'm just wondering, would being tased fucking cure a hangover?
Well, we must test this, and
surely someone in our audience has to have been out one night and been incredibly inebriated and fucking nailed by a taser.
I have.
Did it sober you up?
No.
Did you pee yourself?
Probably. I've been tased. I've been maced.
You have been tased.
Yes, I have been tased.
How much did the taser hurt? Like,
it hurts. It hurts pretty bad. I've been tased twice. Once by a cop and once on purpose. Tased my ass. My friend tased my ass.
Oh shit!
I've been over. They dared me to do it, and I've been over, pulled my pants down, and tased my ass.
Is there a difference between cop tasers and tasers?
A dry tasing's like a cattle prod. When they tase you, there's prongs that stick into you to make the circuit, and both barbs are got to dig in, and it basically, unless you're incredibly high on, I don't know, angel dust, you will fucking dropped like a... There's actually some really good footage of a guy that was running away from the cops recently, and he's got the worst timing ever. He's running across the road. The cop nails him, and his face plants straight into the fucking gutter perfectly. So he's basically, his teeth just go smash into the gutter. And he gets up and his blood's just pissing out of his mouth. And yeah, he landed, all of his body weight landed right on his fucking face as it ground to a halt and just went straight into the gutter. It was beautiful.
Yeah, the night I got tased, it's been a long, long time ago. But the night I got tased, I remember I got maced and tased at the same time.
Oh.
Well, I was already maced, then they tased me because the mace wasn't doing much good, and I was still swinging on them and shit. So they, like, oh fuck, my fat ass went down. But yeah,
so
it hurt.
You're a bit of a spicy boy for a while there, and then they just fucking tased you.
Yeah.
Never been pepper sprayed, never been tased. So
yeah, dude, I've been pepper sprayed. I've been pepper sprayed several times. Why?
Yeah.
It's his favorite sauce on his fucking lunch now. Yeah. He just gets sprayed, just like OP cap spray and sprays it all over his food, and then just starts eating it.
No,
actually, take your burrito to a riot and just walk up to the first row and just wait for.
Well, see, in my 20s, I was a naughty boy. And in my 20s, I had a little bit of a reputation for fighting, and so I'd get crazy, and I was outrageous, and so a lot of times cops would show up, and and they'd have to pepper spray me, and because I'd hit the cops back then, I'd punch a cop. I didn't give a fuck. I am a completely different person than I was in my 20s. The person you see now, people because I'm funny and everything. But in my 20s, I wasn't the most likable fellow around.
Yeah.
I was very. I mean, I'm not trying to brag because I think fighting is ridiculous now, but I was a tough guy. I've always been pretty tough. I can handle myself. But like I tell these young cats these days, when you wake up in the middle of the night when you're 40 years old, with fucking migraine headaches and sweats because you had 20 fucking concussions and you got fucking cold sweats and shit, you're gonna regret all that fighting and all the fucking scars I got on my head and face and shit. You're gonna regret that shit.
Do you see spots every once in a while?
Do what, buddy?
Yes. Spots every once in a while.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. I see little dots and shit. It's crazy. I have, and like I said, I got I don't know if you noticed, but a little bit of a lazy eye because of it. Because I had the whole side of my eye popped out of the socket and it was laying outside my face. And my whole side of my face was fractured and shit. So yeah, it was kind of fucked. And
kind of kind
of fucked up. And there's the legendary story that DP likes to talk about a lot when I bit the dude's testicle. Because dude was whooping my ass and he got up on my chest. For some reason, he placed himself right where his nuts was there. And so I was like, okay, I'm either going to get my ass really beat or I'm going to have to get up. So I bit his nut and it squished in my mouth.
What it tastes like?
It was through jeans. I don't know. I felt the blood immediately come through the jeans, but I didn't taste the nut. But yeah, it was
tasted like victory.
It tasted like exactly.
You didn't get sued or anything for that.
No,
kind of shit?
He was kicking me. He was fighting me. So yeah, no, Red's right. It tasted like victory because I won that fight.
God.
But yeah,
wow.
So, yep. But even fights that I won, dude, I paid for because. I wouldn't fight, little wussies. I'd fight the tough guys. And it would be a fight, So yeah, I've bled a lot in my life but I started changing. I used to be a bad drunk. I wouldn't say I was an alcoholic, but I drank like one. And I did drugs and stuff, and I almost died of alcohol poisoning 3 times.
I'm pretty sure I almost died of alcohol poisoning too, but I have no proof.
One night I was so stupid, I killed a bottle of vodka. I don't remember, but my friends told me I absolutely turned up a bottle of vodka and didn't bring it down until it was empty. And then I fell back and started jerking and foam started coming out of my mouth and shit like that. Yeah. So my poor stepdad had to take care of me several times because of shit like that. But my mom came to me when I think I was like 27, 28, something like that. She came to me with those pretty little blue eyes she's got and crying and asked me to stop before I die. So I stopped everything for 7 years. I didn't touch anything. And now I drink like a responsible adult. And I've been, pretty straight for a long time in my life. I haven't been in a real fight in over 10 years now. So, I'm pretty straight.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a good boy now.
I always endangered myself and I
Yeah.
never really got in a fight or did anything to anybody else. I was a reckless, self-hating teenager. Didn't take care of myself.
Well, that's the way I was. I felt like the world, I felt like the world did me wrong, so I must destroy it.
Yeah.
And I mean, seriously, I was just so fucked up in my head for a long time. I blamed what happened to me as a child. I was raped as a child, so I was really fucked up about that. And then it just got worse when other things happened. Like I caught the girl I was in love with in bed with a dude, and I almost killed him, beat him almost to death. But the thing about it is, you got to make you got to do it for yourself, and then do it for others, because years later, the guy that I caught in bed with my woman and I beat him almost to death, drug him in the streets and stuff, I walked up to him and apologized to him. And he was like, "Shocked, why are you apologizing to me? I did you wrong." I said, "No, I did you wrong." Because there was no reason to do a person like I did him.
I mean, you both fucked up, but maybe you're a little bit more than him.
Yeah, because there's no reason to do anyone, unless they murder your fucking family or something, to do someone like I did him. I mean, I drugged the dude out in the street naked and made sure the whole neighborhood see me beat his fucking ass. Yeah. And it was just horrible. I was a horrible person back then. But now I make gay jokes about Red Eye.
All reform.
Yeah.
Red Eye passed out. He's not long over. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Red Eye's the drunk uncle that touches you at parties.
No, I'm not. I'm the uncle that don't fucking invite to the party in the first place.
Because you touch him.
What about you, Ronin? Were you a bad kid?
Oh, man. I didn't really get into fights or anything till the end of middle school into high school is when I started getting into fights. And actually, I had a similar experience with alcohol, and my wake-up call was waking up at 2 p.m. in the hospital and being told that I spent the whole night running around naked down the hospital halls. And then when they brought me back home, they said, here's where you fell to the ground face first and threw up blood everywhere, and the whole carpet in that area was just stained red. They couldn't get the stain out. I was like, yeah, I should probably first I was like, I should probably go to sleep. And then I was like, I woke up and I was like, yeah, I got to fix stuff. Ended up getting fired from work because I missed work, and a lot of shit went bad around that time.
Oh, well, that was some wake-up call, dude.
Yeah. It was a big one. It was a really big one.
I was so fucked up last year. What was it last year? 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, that was like right after I had that abusive boyfriend fuck me up. And I went to... Was it right after? I think it was right after. I don't really remember. But I went to Germany for a vacation. I went to see my friends. And I was still in that very self-destructive mindset. And I got really, really drunk. And I'm pretty sure that my friends either spiked the drinks or spiked the joints that we smoked, because they like to spike shit and not tell anybody. So I'm pretty sure there was something in something. And I was so out of it that I was trying to go home at some point. And my phone had died, and all I had was money. And all I could remember was that money will get me home. So I was holding like a 10 euro bill to my head, like trying to make a phone call with the bill. But it didn't work. And then I realized that, oh, wait, this doesn't work. And I found a cab at some point, and I had the cab driver take me to my best friend's house. I rang the doorbell at 5 a.m. She had a 4 or 5-year-old son at the time, probably 4-year-old. She came down like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I tried calling you, still holding that 10 in my hand. I tried calling, but it didn't work. I like had a toothbrush in my other hand, and she just looked at me like, "Girl, you better lay down and like sleep this off, whatever." It was, oh god. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we all make fucked up, but that's fucked up. They spiked your drink. Anybody who does that shit should be hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really weird night. Like one of my friends that I thought was my friend or had actually been my friend for a long time actually used to be my fuck buddy for almost 5 years.
Fuck buddy.
Yeah, I was supposed to stay over at their apartment. It's like 5 dudes living in a loft. I'm friends with all of them, and
that sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah, kind of. Except for everybody is on drugs.
That sounds like a Showtime sitcom.
And as we were about to go upstairs, he was like trying to grab me and saying shit like, "Well, for staying over, you know, we all gotta repay shit." And he was like hinting at it that I would have to return sexual favors.
Yeah.
For staying over. And that's when I split and tried calling someone with my 10-euro bill. But I was like, fuck that. And just ran off.
That is so shitty that somebody did that.
It was the shittiest part about it was that it was a friend of mine or somebody that, you know, I had been friends for a long time before. And then all of a sudden he did that. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I probably wouldn't even have minded if I wasn't kind of in a something with somebody over here in the States.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise I might have just done it and be like, yeah, whatever.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and start taking questions now from the chat, and then we may end it. We're probably gonna end it a little early today, but that's okay. I do that sometimes when I gotta take a shit. And, and so
that's okay. I have to go lay down and be sick.
So go chat room. If you got questions for anybody on the panel, please ask. We'll answer them if we want to. Also, tip time. This if you like the show, if you like what we do here, show some support by tipping and becoming patrons. Even though right now Patreon is going through some shit. I suggest if you are a patron of mine, please check and see if your bank is accepted. Apparently they've moved their accounts to UK, and a lot of American banks and credit card companies are refusing the payment somehow. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I'm really short right now on my Patreon. So yeah,
they're gonna fix it though, right?
They better, because I got to pay bills. I mean, anyways, if you tip, I will read your message, and if you got questions for anybody, please ask. If you got questions for Ronin or Kyrish, especially because they are the guests today. Also, next week, your girl Soda is going to be here next week on the show. Maybe you can join that day too.
Who's going to be here?
Your girl Soda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was a good guest. You and her were fucking. Everybody loved you that day when you two were on. Yeah, I got a lot of people bragging about that show.
Nice.
Yeah, Liechtenstein tipped $25 and said, "I hope this works now." It did, buddy. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. You mean someone with all the fun bits? I don't know what that means. Question for Red. The Emu Federation wants to know when they can come get their POWs and MIAs.
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
There was no Emu War.
There was no Emu War. Yeah, Australian lost the war to birds.
No, we didn't. Didn't happen.
Yeah, emus kicked Australia's ass.
No, didn't happen.
It's sad. That's sad.
You be tripping, mate.
So while we're waiting for questions and tips, is there anything you'd like to plug, Ronin?
I don't really have a lot to plug right now.
How about my butt?
Man, I lost half my sponsorships and on sponsorships. My videos are pretty lame, so
that's the way to promote yourself. My shit sucks.
Come watch my shitty channel, guys.
You come watch the videos that suck.
Worst videos on YouTube. Check them out.
Yeah, check them out. What about you, Kyrish? Or as I spelled it, Kyrish?
Kyrish. That's how Colossal is Crazy says my name. Yeah, you can go check out my channel. Apparently, it's a vlog channel now. I didn't really plan it that way, but it just happens that I enjoy doing vlogs, and that's since I take my kayak out and go sailing with my friends, I just take my phone and the little GoPros and just make a vlog out of it. We're actually going out sailing again on Friday, so there's probably going to be another vlog by Sunday. And then Soda and I, Soda's going to be here again next week. So Soda and I just started a podcast. We uploaded the teaser to our new channel. It's going to be an animated podcast, so you can go check that out and get an idea of how the animation is going to look. And we recorded the first episode. Soda is done with the audio, so over the weekend I'm hoping to get it edited, but I don't want to promise anything because animation takes a lot of time. So yeah, that's going to come out soon. And yeah, that's it for right now.
There you go. Make sure you check that out, guys, because she's awesome. She's awesome, and he's pretty awesome too. I like it. I watched a couple of your videos today, and I liked them. I enjoyed them actually. I thought you're pretty funny, dude. I
realized how bad I am at promoting my channel because I was talking to everybody at VidCon and then having people come to me the next day. Oh, I didn't know about this and this, and like talking about my channel and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really talk about anything like my numbers or anything like that with people very much. So
yeah, I don't really. These days, YouTube fucks you over so much. You don't know what your numbers are gonna be.
Yeah.
Pimp, what brand do you smoke? I will fucking end your life for asking that question. I'm so sick of answering what brand of cigarette do you smoke? It's Marlboro Special Blend Short Red or Newport Reds, basically. Yeah. Now you got a tip, Josh, for asking that dumb question. He kind of looks like a more edgier Razor Fist. Somebody said that you look like a more edgier Razor Fist.
Who's Razor Fist?
Right, you don't know. Razor Fist is a YouTuber. He's kind of. I don't think they look nothing alike, actually. Do you know who Razor Fist is, Ronin?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What type of content do you watch on here?
I got like a blend of shit. I've been getting really into more of like people just talking to a camera, a lot of comedy stuff, something more around like anything from iDubbbz all the way down to like Bunty King. So it's kind of a wide range of stuff. It's not all closely related. It's really different from each other. So
yeah, that's what I like too. I'm really to be honest with you, I do so much of this fucking streaming shit, and I'm on other people's channels and stuff like that. It's hard for me to watch YouTube anymore. I do YouTube so much, it's hard to watch YouTube.
It's hard to find stuff that's interesting. So I don't watch gaming content anymore because it's just it bores me. I watch a lot of trolling on video games, but I can't really watch like Let's Plays or anything like that because it just kind of gets boring.
Yeah. Okay. Here lately, honestly, for the last year, I watch a lot of animal stuff like safari videos and shit like that. I like, the wilderness stuff, watching camels and giraffes and shit like that. I'm just weird, I guess.
Is that why you want to get fucked to death by camels? Is that where that came from?
Absolutely. That's my death of choice.
I was on a huge reaction channel kick for a while.
Yeah, reaction channels are huge. Reaction channels is what most YouTubers do, actually. But I've noticed a lot of people are going to like skits and stuff too lately.
Yeah, a lot of people that used to be reactors are doing skits now. So
yeah, it's like the Poison the Well guys. They're really good. I really enjoy their stuff.
I'm really looking forward to more episodes of their spaceship shit.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good little thing. I love the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like the skits, and I feel like it's a natural development of the reaction or the commentary channels going more towards skits because there's only so much shit you can comment on before it gets boring, And
exactly.
Like, everybody's pretty much covering.
Like with H3H3, they broke away from that too. Like when they went from reactions to skits, and now they're mainly just podcasts.
Yeah, I really miss their skits though.
Yeah.
miss old HD or old. I mean, I've never really watched before 2017. That's really when I started getting into YouTube. But like 2017 H3 was
I think
was
I
great.
found them
I
in
love that.
2014, which was I think they blew up in 2015 or was it 2016?
It might have been 2016.
I was watching
that's
them way
when,
before that, and it's weird when I find a channel and then it blows up like right
Yeah.
afterwards. It seems like.
yeah. I still binge watch Jenna Marbles a lot. Her old episodes. She's still to me one of the best YouTubers ever. And like I think I don't know when she posted that yesterday or a couple days ago. She did that video of which mascara is the best one to cry in. It's fucking stupid shit, but it's hilarious because she didn't make it like which one is the best waterproof or whatever. No, she made it which one is actually the one that makes you look like a mental breakdown.
I actually like Jenna Marbles.
I love her.
I think she's pretty cool.
She's so funny. And she's just very likable.
Yeah, she's like, well, I actually like her stuff. I think we should support each other. And that's what YouTube, I've noticed, especially lately, that a lot of YouTubers are starting to help each other out again, like they used to back in the old day, which is cool. I've had many of the YouTubers I've met at VidCon and stuff, give me a little shout out and stuff like that. And that's cool. That's cool.
And collaborations are making a comeback too, it seems like.
Yeah, that's good. That is very good. Yeah, a lot of people stopped doing that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Every time after a convention or whatever, there's a little spike in collabs because it's just you see the people in real life again. You get reminded that you're friends with them. You get more motivated. You hung out. Or maybe it's just my perception of it.
I think that's why so many people move out to California because that's where everyone lives. And when you're near those people, you're more inclined to do stuff with them.
Yeah, I would like to move there. But I was looking at property prices over there.
Oh God!
And compared to here, I'm good. With what I'm planning to do over there. Not so much.
I think I just got a new Patreon. Let me see.
Yay!
D Wayne pledged $10. Thank you, D. Appreciate you, buddy. That's my buddy too, so I appreciate that very much. Yeah, and Patreon. They need to hurry up and charge everybody on my fucking thing because I want the money. My biggest contributor hasn't been charged yet. That's the problem. Anyways, my Patreon receipt said I was charged. Yeah, I looked through it. Most of them have been charged. There's a couple that haven't, and one of them is my biggest Patreon. I know he'll take care of it, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, thank you, D. Appreciate you. Any more questions for the panel here? Like, you can ask her if she's got a penis or not. I'll ask her. Do you have a penis?
I do not.
I
mean, you saw me in the tightest pants ever.
I did, and I seen the mountain. I seen the mountain, the little mound.
No,
I seen it with my eyes. There was a mold of a mound. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I say there was no penis there.
No peener.
No penis. Some people you just click with, and Kyrish is one of those people. She instantly became a buddy of mine. A personality. She's such a cool chick, and she's a very attractive person. So sometimes you have to be worried about those attractive chicks, whether they're going to be cunts or not. And she was straight up one of the nicest people ever. So, and we had that first night we all met at a bar, and it was just. We instantly became buddies, I do believe, because we all got really wasted together.
So much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And plus, then we started doing the bestiality thing with those goats.
And the drones caught footage of it.
The drones. Then we fucked the drones.
Oh my God, I just saw a video on Instagram of a girl. She was on a convertible, like her butt in the air, and there's this gigantic drone with this gigantic dildo strapped to it, and then trying to fly it into her, and it misses, and just skims over her back and flies into the convertible, and she gets up, it's like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit my friend sent me on Instagram.
At least you tried.
Yeah.
I want to see that actually.
I'll find it. You're on Instagram, right? I'll find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. That is funny. I wished it was successful though and actually inserted.
I know. I thought they were gonna retry, but they probably couldn't have shown it on Instagram if it would have actually run in.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, like I follow a lot of meme accounts on Instagram that are private, just because their memes are so edgy. They get kicked off if they don't private it. It's I like them.
Somebody said Kyrish, Luna said Kyrish seems super cool and chill. Yeah, she is super cool and chill.
So do you, Luna.
Luna is, because Luna is, yeah, I want to see you two have lesbian sex because, yeah, that would be awesome.
I think I'm over that phase in my life. I tried that.
Well, she'll drug you.
I think the only way I would have sex with a woman again would be in another threesome, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't mind a threesome with 2 guys either. That would be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Red Eye, what do you think about that?
Oh, I think that's called being spit roasted, isn't it?
I noticed as soon as you said threesome, Red Eye was, let me tell you about Red Eye here, y'all. Y'all can't see this, but Red Eye was muted. And as soon as she said threesome, I seen the little mute button come off.
Because I had the spit roast comment fucking loaded and ready to fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to rock it.
I mean, as soon as you said threesome, it was unmuted.
Oh, my brain instantly just went, hey, here's a chance for a smart-ass conversation. Heads up, dickhead. I went, oh, beauty. Unmute.
Perverted old fuck. Red Eye's just sitting there to wait, ready to make pervert comments. Spit roasty.
That's why you pay me the big bucks, boss.
Yeah, I do pay him a lot of money, which is nothing. I pay him absolutely shit.
But I constantly get pay rises because a small percentage of nothing is still fuck all.
Yeah, I double his pay every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, can I have a pay rise?
Yes, I'll triple it today because I'm gonna get moved.
Fuck yeah.
But anyways, so if we don't got no more questions, let me check the board here. I guess we're going to end it like a little early today, about 6. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go on to 10 minutes. So we've got 6 minutes for the show. 6 minutes left. We'll end at 10 minutes already.
Ask some questions.
Yeah, ask questions. But it's been a great show. You two have been good guests. You're always a good guest, Kyrish. And Ronin, I hope to have you back sometime, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'll have fun.
Yeah. Next time you can get naked for us.
Oh, I'll have to do that.
Which one?
Both of us. I was obviously talking to him. I was talking to him actually, though. That's the fact. I was trying to make a gay joke there, but you know, Kyrish fucked it up.
I'm sorry.
That's
I just so used to the abuse.
You now have 3 Patreons. Cool. That's cool, dude. Oh, and I happen to have a pain, says Gage. Okay. Gage is a buddy of mine. I'm actually taking a road trip with Gage next month. Me, him, and Marshall Manson are heading to Texas next month.
Nice.
And we're going to hang out with Luna. And here's the deal, if you got anybody lives in the surrounding areas of Amarillo, Texas, you know, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, around Texas, and you want to come out and hang out with me, I will be there from the 7th to the 10th in Amarillo, Texas. We're going to have a lunch for anybody that shows up at a place called the Big Texan, which is actually the movie Pulp Fiction, the restaurant Jack Rabbit Slims, where John Travolta wins the contest. That's the restaurant. So
yeah, I remember you talking about that. I just watched Pulp Fiction again last weekend.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff to do there. They got all kinds of cool shit. So we're gonna do that and hang out. And we're going to strip clubs.
I wish I could go.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun hanging with my homie Luna. So we're gonna do that. And so if you're in the surrounding areas, text me or Luna, and we can give you the information you need. Red Eye,
Just dead.
are you dead?
Yes,
Oh.
I just died. Rest in
Why?
peace, Red Eye.
He died.
How's your tooth?
I pre-recorded this just before I died.
She asked how your tooth was, Red.
He can't hear you. He's dead.
I'm dead, so I can't answer any questions. I've just pre-recorded this, and I'm hoping I've timed it right. I probably haven't because I'm dead. Never really got shit right when I was alive, but so what chance have I got to get anything right once I'm dead? Plus, I was adopted. I'm fucking useless. It's all over now.
When he's saying he's dead, he just shortened retard dead. But anyways,
my tooth really hurts, and I can't wait to go to bed.
well, you got 3 minutes. Like I said, we're in at 10 minutes early, so you got 3 minutes, and then you can go to bed, you old fucker.
I barely felt sick during the show. I was so distracted from being sick that I didn't even feel sick.
That's what we do here to Morning Wood. We make people feel better.
Nice. I like it.
Until we make them feel bad.
I'm
And I've got to mention spit roasting.
gonna have to Google that because I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
Just use your imagination.
Wait, is that something I want in my Google search history?
No,
well,
really.
It's not any worse than typing in Sasquatch on Twitter.
Yeah,
or Bigfoot.
Okay.
Just use your imagination. How do you spit roast something? It's like, yeah.
Basically, it's like you ever seen a chicken on a roaster?
Oh,
Well, you mentioned
And now she hates me. Yay!
one in the mouth, one in the other end. Anyway,
It's the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower, yeah.
I feel like there's several ways to do that. I mean, yeah, there's like 3 accessible holes in total.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever
I
drives your boat.
don't know. I've never had a threesome with 2 guys. That's what I'm
I've
curious.
had. Actually, me and a friend has done it with another chick back in my younger day. But yeah, I kind of freaked out when our skin touched.
That's what I hear. I feel like it would be a hard threesome to come by because most guys don't want to cross swords.
Yeah. Well, when our skin touched, I asked her to leave so me and him could be alone. But
yeah, and that you don't really want the gay guys either because no.
Yeah, no.
That's
No. Yeah, if you're a straight chick, I don't think you want to have sex with 2 gay guys. I don't think you'll get a lot of attention.
There was this one, yeah, exactly. There was this one Sex and the City episode where Samantha was asked to have sex with her 2 gay friends, and they started out really playing with her nipples a little bit with the clit, and then they started making out, and they look at her and like, sorry, we can't actually do this. We don't really like vaginas, and she was just, she was left there all turned on, like, fuck. I don't want that to happen to me either. So. The gay guys are kind of out of the question, I guess.
Ad friendly, so there's nothing more loving than a fist. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and finish this off 10 minutes early today. So I appreciate the audience watching. We love you guys. Thank you for the support, the shares, likes, tips, and stuff. Thank you guys for joining the show today. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
No worries, boss.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. Y'all been fun as shit as always. Also, if you want to join next week where she's on, that'd be fun. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure. But anyways,
let me know.
I will let you know. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to head out. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, tomorrow for Fan Friday. That's right. Catch you later.